Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today in this talk I am going to discuss about the bioactivity of bioceramics experimentally. How we determine the bioactivity of bioceramics. First by X-ray diffraction, another by Fourier infrared spectroscopy, that is FTIR, another field emission scanning microscopy, that is FESM. From X-ray diffraction, the peaks at 25.7 and 31.7 confirms the presence of HA. See, before immersion in SPF, the sample exhibited no appetite phase. But after immersion in SPF for 1 day, 3 days, 7 days, appetite growth take place and there is also increase in appetite growth. Further, from FTIR, we also confirm the appetite formation at the vibrations at 565 and 601 centimeter inverse. From field emission scanning microscopy, we depict that before immersion in SPF, there is no appetite growth, but after immersion in SPF, there is a white clear growth on the surface of bioceramics. Now we're going to discuss about the degradation mechanism. Before immersion in SPF, the bioceramics exhibited the bridging oxygen, that is silica-oxygen-silica bond. But after immersion in SPF, the H positive ions from the SPF enter into silica network, and with the release of these calcium ions from this bioceramic surface, further led to the apatite formation, as on these silanol groups with the formation of silanol, this SiOH bonds are negatively charged. OH exhibited the negatively charged. So, on which these positively charged ions from the solution get deposited to form, which entraps the phosphate ions, led to the, as this positively charged calcium ions attracts the negatively charged phosphate ions, and which led to the apatite formation. This white color layer led to the formation of apatite. Now we are doing to do determination of degradation rate. We can see that the degradation rate can be measured from the two things, that is mass loss and the pH change of the solution. Mass loss percent can be determined for a different intervals of the bioceramic surface, that is for 3 days, 7 days, 14 days and 21, so on. How much time we want to take measure the degradation rate. So for a mass loss percent, we can see that the samples are immersed in the synthetic body fluid, that is SPF, PBS, that is phosphate buffer line, and led to the initiate of the ionic release between the sample surface and the solution, and which with the increase in time interval we can see that the mass loss percent start increases. More the mass loss percent, more rapidly apatite formation take place. So we can see from this figure. Whereas pH change can be also detected, which can indicate that with the increase in the time interval, the pH change increases, which is due to the, as the bioceramic surface containing the alkaline ions, that is calcium, phosphate, sodium, which on immersion with the body fluid led to the ionic exchange process with the release of these alkali ions in the solution. So led to raise in pH. So more the weight loss percent, more the raise in pH, more the degradation rate, that how rapidly our sample degrade on exposure with the body fluid, and more rapidly the apatite formation take place. So this is the end of our talk today, and thank you everyone for listening my video. For more updates, please subscribe and like my channel. Thank you.